Are you scared? Oh, you are? Well, what a coincidence, because everyone seems to be scared to say the phrase, I don't understand pronouns, except for me. And what a great time to have this scary phrase said. Smell that? Halloween time. Perfect setting with the perfect topic. Well, YouTube, strap into those sensitive seats, break out those holiday treats, and get ready for a scary topic. The one that makes everybody scream! We're talking pronouns.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
This video is sponsored by me, because when you get sponsors, they tell you what you can or can't say. And I personally don't like that. So my protein donut company will be sponsoring today's video along with my workout programs. A free way to support this channel is by hitting the subscribe button and leaving a comment. And did you know that I have a second channel? Subscribe to it! Okay, hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. The topic, the title, straight person talking about LGBTQ+. Oh no, we're not allowed to do that, aren't we? Too bad I'm mischievous. Something I don't understand is how straight people are not allowed to talk about LGBTQ+ thing. Whenever I hear a straight person talking about the LGBTQ+ community, I hear the following. You're straight! You don't understand! You can't talk about this! It's not your place! Well, you are correct. I do not understand. But I can talk about it because fortunately, this is my space. You are on my channel, and I talk about whatever I want. And today I want to talk about pronouns. So come on, come in, sit down, stay a while. I know you want to talk about pronouns. Some of you guys can't shut up about pronouns. And this is the time to not shut up about it. It's the time to express your opinion. So recently I made a video about Demi Lovato and Demi's mouth saying aliens is an offensive term to aliens because Demi talks to them. Yeah, link below. We also talked pronouns, and in the video I mentioned how many people in the LGBT community flip out when you say the phrase, well, I don't understand they, them pronoun. For some reason, when I see that phrase being said, I hear many people from that community freak the fuck out because someone doesn't understand something, and to make them understand, they just yell at them. You know, it reminds me of the ultra-religious family who finds out that their son is gay, and then they send him off to a Christian conversion camp that prays the gay away, those type of places, and they just yell Bible verses at them until they say that they're not gay anymore. Or when you're sitting at the kitchen table really trying hard at this new math you're trying to learn, and your parents are helping you, but their help is yelling at you until you understand it. Yeah, none of those seem to work. But y'all do it and expect people to just understand. So those are two things that I personally do not understand, they, them pronouns, and people yelling at you to just understand they, them pronouns. And 3, saying that you don't understand is now offensive. How? Is it offensive when I don't understand math? So when I posted that video, you would be amazed of how many people that were from the LGBTQ+ community itself slid up in my inbox and were confused as well. But just from observing people in this community, it seems that many of them just try to act like they know what every single thing is in this community in fear of not looking woke or not offending someone. So I will take the fall for everyone. I will sacrifice myself.
I volunteer as tribute.
And say I personally do not get it. I would rather say I don't understand than act like I understand and then look like an idiot when I don't understand. I did look up they, them pronouns, but honestly I still really don't understand. I really don't get it. I personally don't understand referring to a singular person as a plural. It's just very odd and new to me, which a lot of people seem to get upset when somebody doesn't know the whole they, them pronoun thing. Very interesting. I'm so happy that there's people out there that know absolutely everything about everything. We've got some well-rounded educated cookies here, but unfortunately for your intelligent butt cheeks, some people don't know everything and don't understand everything. The first time I heard of they, them pronouns is when I made a video about Trisha Paytas, and people were yelling at me, virtually of course, which means they were writing in all caps, to make sure I know they mean business. Trisha Paytas goes by them, they pronoun. It's not that hard, Michelle. Show some respect. And then I went to her Instagram and saw this. What the fuck am I supposed to use? And why are you yelling at me? Anyway, so a little confusion there. I watched a video a long time ago from Blair White. Uh-oh, not the Satan of the trans community. Now you're gonna write off the whole video because you don't like Blair White, even though I personally think I'm gonna make a pretty good point. Oh good, you're saying. I'm very glad the LGBTQ plus community and many other communities prides themselves on being so open-minded and all-inclusive, so I'm happy that you are reflecting that. Thanks for staying. The video was actually very, very humble. I thought it was gonna be crazy. Basically, she was asking people in the community how many genders, pronouns, etc., etc., and everyone had different answers, or kind of just looked around and waited for someone to answer for them so they didn't offend anyone or answer wrong according to the people that were around them. Pretty much just adding to the confusion. Even right now, someone is explaining something from the LGBTQ plus community who is in the community, and then the next person's gonna explain the same thing, and it's gonna be completely different. Because from person to person, each person has different thresholds, different triggers, different experiences. This leads me to, it's hurtful not to use people's preferred pronouns. It just kills them inside and causes depression and suicide. Apparently, it's not that big of a deal to many people in the community. In the video from Demi Lovato's mouth, Demi's lips even said they fuck up on their own pronoun. Kind of makes me think that Demi is trolling a little bit. If it was that serious of a change, I would think that you would remember, but it also proves that people fuck up. I use they, them pronouns, and I've noticed that my LGBT plus friends get upset with me when someone accidentally or purposefully uses the wrong pronouns, and my reaction is either understanding that it may be difficult or just not giving a fuck. It's like if I don't react in a snappish or offended manner, I'm not trans enough, which is extremely disrespectful and hypocritical. Trust me, if someone responds to you messing up their pronouns in a snappish or harsh way, it's more about their insecurities and not really about you. So they brought up insecurities, people forgetting, and how people respond to that. So that leads me to a commenter that is not like the previous commenter. So I got a certain comment on my Instagram when I made this caption to this thumbnail to tell people that, I just posted this video, and in the caption I said, she. So I was in a rush, y'all. I just bought a house, kind of proud of myself, but I just bought a house and I was going to the design center. It's an hour away. We're driving, I was already late, I didn't eat, so we're rushing. While we were almost there, I was like, oh shoot, my video's posting at 10 and our appointment is also at 10. It's 9:55 right now. Let me make a post really quick. So right at 10 o'clock, I can just post it. 9:59, I'm sitting right outside the design center and still typing out what I'm trying to put into my Instagram and all my other descriptions. Rushing, and post, and now it's time to go build my dream house. My first fucking house, what a happy day. A 4-hour appointment, and halfway through I was like, you know what, I'll check my Instagram really quick, try to respond to some comments, and I see this. You know by the caption that Demi uses they, them pronouns, yet you still chose to misgender them. Bit disappointed, really. It was a little honest mistake. Even in my thumbnail the night before, or not the thumbnail, my title, I put she, and I was like, oh, let me change that real quick. And so I tried to go out of my way to make sure that I put Demi and word it so it was still good at being searched. And then I just accidentally messed up in the Instagram post. And then get that shit. First of all, disappointed. You are not my mother. And my mom knows I don't give a fuck if you're disappointed. I'm a grown ass woman. So how do you think you being disappointed in me is gonna change anything? And two, once again, it was just a complete accident. It's not my language. I look at Demi as a woman, so it's normal for me to quickly say she. So once again, people are gonna just mess up. But I personally cannot stand these type of people in these communities. There's always those people that comment this type of, I'm superior than you comment. I'm disappointed. Get the fuck out. For all the disappointed people out there, I told my dad that I would become a stripper and spread my butt cheeks in front of I don't care who before I would ever ask him for any type of money. And he said, well, that would be disappointing. And you know what I said? Good. I'm over those days of adults being superior and disappointed because I am the adult. Now I responded and told him that that kind of attitude is just kind of like, yeah, that's really gonna make me want to understand you. But if I was my younger self, my very defensive self, I would have been like, bitch, I ain't doing anything you say. Since you want to be an uppity little asshole. And I see this happen a lot. Someone has to bombard into someone else's page, tell them how they have to use words, and then the other person does not like someone else feeling superior over than them, and then it just starts this war of whatever war it starts. And absolutely nothing productive happens. Everybody hates everybody, and it continues. Do you get what I'm saying? That attitude of superiority because you know pronouns, or you remember to use people's pronouns all the time, you never mess up. Good for you. I forget. But that attitude doesn't make people who are at least trying to be respectful to want to get to know your story. So I obviously got a ton of comments saying them though pronouns are stupid. Actually, like I said, I got a lot from the LGBTQ plus community saying it's dumb. They're just trying to take power from like actual trans people or actual people that have issues and they just want attention. And I was like, yeah, it does seem pretty intense to throw a fit over. And then I was like, holy shit, I get it. I found a way that I can freaking relate to people not using they, them pronouns and it being a big deal to them. Like I said, I try to put myself in other people's shoes, so let me break this down for you. I have something called misophonia. What? You don't know what the fuck that is? Wow, so insensitive, very disappointed in your lack of education. Be better. Thought I would show you how some of y'all act when people don't know or understand something. Yep. So I have something called misophonia. It's basically something with the brain that certain sounds make you feel intense rage, anger. You want to murder someone. It can be as simple from a pin tapping to someone chewing loudly because they were never taught basic table etiquette to close their freaking mouth. Some people were never taught that. And look at that. That's my trigger. Open mouth chewing or just really loud eaters, especially loud eaters that breathe heavy at the same time. Oh my God, drives me completely insane. If you do that, I've imagined doing some pretty horrible things to you, but I won't because I'm scared of blood. Even if I do all this, yes, I am scared of blood. So if that sound is going on, it's a big deal for me. The room will spin. I will weep. I will sweat. I will want to kill myself. That's a real thing. People want to commit suicide. I will have a panic attack. I can remember every single situation since I was little of someone eating loudly. Easily, every single one. And I think about them all till this day. It's a horrific experience that I'm explaining right now and it sounds so funny, but it is what it is. And growing up, there was no name to this. I was made to think I was crazy. I was yelled at to act right. The 90s version of be better. I even got a spanking a couple times because of my attitude because I couldn't handle my emotions when someone was making those noises that I hated. So speed up to my adult years and I meet my boyfriend and he's great and everything's fine and then I meet his family and oh my God, they're open mouth chewers. Holy shit. I was horrified. I thought about breaking up with my boyfriend. You think I'm kidding? Talk to someone that has misophonia. It's that serious. It's so funny. It's so stupid, but it's serious to people like me. Anyway, we talked it out. We vocalized my little condition to the family because I can't deal with it. They're a very nice family. They would absolutely never intentionally hurt me like my family would. And sometimes they forget. And at first I was like, I knew it. They're doing it on purpose. They're eating towards me. Their mouth is literally turned towards me and they're mocking me. Y'all, they've been eating like this since the day they were born, I'm guessing. It's very hard to just all of a sudden stop something that's very natural to someone. Same thing with pronouns. See? My long, stupid, drawn-out story did have a point. Most people use his and her, she and he. That's what I use and I will continue to use. But if someone tells me they use a certain pronoun, I'm gonna absolutely do my best. I will fuck it up occasionally, but I'm gonna try. You can tell me you wanna be a fish man and you want me to call you fish man. I don't care. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. It's not gonna hurt me to call you a fish man. Do I really believe that you are a fish man? No, but it's not gonna hurt me to say, hello, fish man. How you doing? If someone goes by them, they pronouns, then I will address them that way. I will try to remember, but remember, I will mess up. Maybe even all the time, especially at first. Whether I believe it or not, I will not intentionally hurt you and call you a she or a he if that's not the way that you want to be addressed. Whether I believe it or not, whether I think you're doing it for attention, it really isn't going to hurt my soul because I know my little sound thing isn't a big deal to other people. I like to call everyone that this doesn't affect the normal people, but it's a very big deal to me. And when I mention to someone who is eating loud, hello sir, can you please eat with your mouth closed? My ears are bleeding and it's going to cause me to have a panic attack now and every time I think about it, and they don't respond with a,
oh, you have an issue with loud eating?
it means the world to me. They don't understand it. They might think I'm a freak of nature, but they close their mouth and they eat without all those sounds while I'm there, and it is very pleasant and a very nice gesture that makes me feel a lot better. And so I look at it like that. I know some people refuse to address people in a certain way. Some people will always address someone in a certain way. And I personally think that if you want me to address you in a certain way, just let me know in a nice manner and I will make sure to do my best. I might not understand it. I probably never will understand it, but it's not really my thing to understand. I'm sure many of you are thinking of misophonia as an excuse to have an attitude, and that's completely fine. But it's a big deal to me and it means the world when people don't do those certain noises that I ask them to not do. So if someone asks me to address them as a them, it's not gonna hurt me in any type of way. Just let me know. It's that easy. See, that's the video today. Was it that scary? No? Perfect. Now it's time to get a little scary. Happy Halloween. Hope you don't disappoint mama in the comment section.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't